If you've dug into your garden soil lately and noticed an eerie absence of earthworms, you're right to be concerned. These humble underground allies are far more than squiggly garden guests. They're the unsung heroes of fertile soil. Earthworms aerate the ground, break down organic matter, and create the perfect habitat for plant roots to thrive. When they're missing, it's often a red flag that your soil ecosystem is out of balance. Let's go beneath the surface and uncover the real reasons earthworms disappear, and more importantly, how to bring them back naturally and for good. The absence of earthworms almost always traces back to soil conditions that are either too dry, too waterlogged, too acidic, too salty, or lacking in organic matter. Earthworms are picky about their living environment, and with good reason. They breathe through their skin, so if the soil is bone dry, they suffocate. If it's constantly waterlogged, they drown. In both scenarios, you'll find empty soil even if everything looks fine on the surface. Start by checking your soil's moisture level. Stick your finger a few inches into the ground. If it feels dusty or hard, your worms may have moved deeper or left entirely. On the flip side, if it's heavy, sticky, or smells sour, poor drainage is likely suffocating microbial and worm life alike. What your garden needs is balance. Soil that holds moisture without staying soggy and drains well without drying out. This kind of structure doesn't come from luck, it comes from organic matter. Soil pH also plays a critical role in whether earthworms stick around. Most species prefer slightly acidic to neutral conditions, around 6.0 to 7.0. If your soil is too acidic from overusing peat moss or too alkaline due to excessive lime, earthworms will struggle. But there's another invisible factor that causes serious damage: salt buildup. This often comes from synthetic fertilizers, which release soluble salts into the soil. These salts accumulate over time and burn earthworm skin and disrupt their ability to survive. So while your plants might be growing fast on chemical inputs, your soil biology is paying a price you can't always see right away. Let's talk food. Earthworms don't just exist in soil, they feed on it. More specifically, they feed on the decaying organic matter within it. If your garden beds are tidy and bare with no leaf litter, mulch, or composted materials, you've likely created a biological desert. Without a buffet of organic scraps, the worm population simply has nothing to eat. It's like expecting birds to visit your yard without offering any seeds or shelter. Even a healthy-looking garden with no visible mulch can be, well, starving its soil life underneath. To bring back earthworms, your first mission is to feed the soil consistently. This doesn't mean tossing kitchen scraps straight into your garden, though that can help if done carefully. It means layering in organic matter in the form of shredded leaves, compost, aged manure, grass clippings, and plant trimmings. Over time, this creates a living soil ecosystem where worms thrive, microbes multiply, and plants grow stronger without needing constant external inputs. The second step is moisture management. Start using mulch, whether straw, chopped leaves, or compost, as a natural moisture regulator. This keeps the soil cool, slows evaporation, and creates a damp surface layer where earthworms feel comfortable exploring. During dry spells, don't let the soil bake in the sun. A regular deep watering, especially in the morning or evening, helps keep your underground allies alive and active. But none of this works if you continue using chemical pesticides, herbicides, or synthetic fertilizers. These inputs may seem convenient, but they are toxic to many forms of beneficial soil life. Pesticides don't just target pests, they also harm decomposers and disrupt microbial balances. Herbicides do more than kill weeds, they poison the soil's food web. And synthetic fertilizers, while providing fast green growth, often leave behind salt residues that repel or kill earthworms over time. If you want to go all in, create a compost pile or bin somewhere on your property. This becomes both a habitat and a food source for worms. Even better, once that compost matures, you can mix it back into your garden soil to inoculate the area with active microbes and attract more worms. Some gardeners also add a handful of finished compost into worm-starved areas just to reintroduce biological activity. The effects are often visible in just a few weeks. Another subtle trick is to loosen the soil without disturbing its layers too much. Avoid excessive tilling. Instead, use a broad fork or garden fork to aerate compacted soil while maintaining the underground ecosystems. Tilling may seem like it opens up the ground, but it actually destroys the natural tunnels that worms create. Over time, this leads to compaction, poor drainage, and fewer earthworms, not more. In gardens that have been neglected, compacted, or chemically treated for years, don't expect instant change. Earthworm populations rebuild slowly, especially in urban or heavily worked soils. The key is consistency. Keep feeding the soil, maintain moisture, and ditch the chemicals. Within a growing season or two, you'll start noticing changes. You'll see worm castings, encounter worms when digging, and watch your plants thrive with less effort. You can also attract specific earthworm species by customizing the soil environment. For example, night crawlers prefer deeper, loamy soil with plenty of surface mulch, while red wigglers prefer compost-rich zones. By diversifying your organic inputs and maintaining undisturbed patches of the garden, you create microhabitats that support a range of species. Bringing back earthworms isn't just about one technique, it's about creating the right environment. Nature does the rest. The reward is long-term fertility, better water retention, disease resistance, and plant growth that doesn't rely on constant feeding. It's how forests flourish without fertilizers, and it's how your garden can too. If you've made it this far, you now know the truth. Bare soil isn't just lifeless above the surface, it's lifeless below too. But the fix is simple, natural, and powerful. Start improving your soil today, and your garden will thank you for years to come. If this guide opened your eyes to the hidden world beneath your garden, hit that subscribe button and share this video with anyone trying to revive their soil. At Hydro Haven, we believe every garden has the potential to become a thriving ecosystem, one earthworm at a time.